Hey there, Nerd Army. What's going on, guys? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Today, we're going to take a trip back to the future. Alright, guys, if you guys did not know, my all-time favorite movie franchise is Back to the Future. I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future. I watch it every year on my birthday. I love those movies. So, today, I did the especially hard task, for me at least, to rank the Back to the Future movies from worst to first. So, let's get into it, guys. So, here we go. Number 3, Back to the Future 3. This movie came out in 1990 and was directed by Robert Zemeckis. This film was filmed back-to-back with part number 2. And Marty and Doc are stuck in the Old West this time. This is a non-stop action adventure, and with the introduction of Clara to the team, added a whole nother aspect to these great, lovable characters. This movie gave a lot of callbacks and tie-ins to the original first 2 movies, and this movie flawlessly finished off this trilogy. This is one of the few times you can actually say that a movie was finished off correctly as a trilogy. This one ended in a great spot and made you want it more and more. Number 2. Back to the Future. 1985's original movie for the trilogy. Robert Zemeckis directed this great film that still stands the test of time today. This movie stars Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, a teenager who is struggling with many things inside him. Marty is sent back in time by Dr. Emmett Brown's time machine he built out of a GMC DeLorean. Doc is played by Christopher Lloyd, and at the beginning of this movie he is actually killed by Libyans because he stole their uranium, which he needed to make the time machine work. But in his death, Marty is sent back in time to 1955, and he has to play matchmaker to his 17-year-old parents to prevent himself from being erased from existence because he had to interfere with his mother and father meeting for the first time. This movie stands the test of time, as well as being an incredible movie just to sit down and have a Friday night watching. This movie is one of the few movies you can watch over and over and over without really ever getting tired of it. Or at least I can. Number 1. Back to the Future 2. In 1989, we got one of the best sequels ever to come out of any movie. Now, sequels we all know are very, very hard to be as good as the original, but this one knocks it out of the park. Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox return as their iconic roles, Marty and Doc. This time, they go to the future to stop a crime that, after it is committed, destroys both of their families and their lives. Their meddling inadvertently creates a alternate timeline where Biff becomes the richest man in Hill Valley and takes over and marries Marty's mom after he killed his father. Now, after discovering this, Marty and Doc decide it's time to go back in time and stop old Biff from the future, forever giving young Biff the almanac. Now, this almanac predicts the scores all the way to the year 2000 for all major sports. And someone with this power can become the richest man in the world. And that is exactly what Biff did. So they go back to stop Biff, steal the almanac before he ever gets to really cash in from this prize, and run him into a truck full of manure yet again. This movie, guys, is one of my favorite movies of all time. But this had to be number 1 for me because it is just one of the most iconic, fun, free, action-packed story that you could ever really get from this classic sci-fi trilogy. So guys, that's my list for the best and worst of the Back to the Future franchise. Like I said in the beginning of this video, these movies are all great. None of them are worse, but I had to rank them. And I call my segment Best and Worst. So the cookies had to crumble somewhere. But guys, let me know what you guys thought about my order that I put the movies in, and let me know if you agree with me or you disagree. Which way do you guys organize the movies when you rank them? Let me know down in the comments below, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, thumbs up button if you would be so kind, and make sure you smash that subscribe button to keep up with me and everything that comes out of Nerd Central, guys. I'm Andrew. You have been watching Nerds Memorized. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you go click that big, sexy subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time right here on Nerdsmerized.